Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today we would like to react our friend's video, which is let's start with Tengku Nurul Bai'ah first.
We cannot hear.
Hi, my name is Tengku Nurbaiah.
Okay, let's start. Let's start with Tengku Nurul Bai'ah.
Betty Tengku Badrul Isham. My metric number is 1211309. So I am a first year student of architecture. First thing first, I would like to give a big thanks to all my lecturers, especially my studio master, which is Dr. Ifa, Madam Shahila, Madam Elina, Madam Madihah, and Haji to give me lectures for the last semester in this subject. So do not forget to all the Arcanians who helped me to give a hand to complete my task, my final project. I would like to present my final project for the last semester, which is pop-up pop architecture. So this is the requirement of the list that we needed to. So like right now, I want to present my presentation board. This is my first presentation board. My board names is Flexi Love Board. So first is issues. The issues is frontliner, focus on doctor and nurse only. And the next point is the lack of space to relax after long hours working for the doctors and nurse. And available pot is not portable for the frontliners used at workplace. So the users is have a good space to relax, which is the to sleep and eat. And then this pot is easy to float, to fold and flaps, and can bring anywhere, which is this pot is portable to bring anywhere, and we can use it indoor or outdoor. So in my Nakli study,
Then
I would
got
like
the
to
video.
highlight this.
The first thing that I want to comment on her presentation is the background. The background I think is too dark, so it's not nice. So I think she should change the background to the light background. Example, the background of the like more example of classes, background class or others. So so
Yeah, I agree with Aiman just now, and I think for a better presentation, I think she should use a background. For example, like sometimes it makes us our eyes like not focus on her, but focus on the what we call it, focus on the like the background, like macam what we call it. Yes, like distracted, distracted with uh, herself. So I think she should use a better, which is natural background. For example, like a wall, a plain wall, so that it will become more better. And I noticed also her video is delay with the video is delay with her sound. So I think it it also distracts because it doesn't parallel with her mouth.
Can I talk?
Sure.
Alright. And I also noticed that in the video, uh, the the moment she cut the video, he actually also cut the some of the word that she actually have to finish. Uh, we can see before this, like, when he want to explain the requirement, there is some words that she not finished but already cut. So maybe the technique of cut or editing video must be improved.
Yeah.
Any comments? No. I think we can continue. I will comment in the last video.
But only which is be good to parents and kinsmen and the needy and the close neighbor and companion at your side and the wayfarer at the wayfarer and to those who are slave who are owned by you. Surely Allah does not like the people who are arrogant. This ayah from Surah An-Nisa. An-Nisa was 36, which is we need to be a good be a good person to our parents, to classmates, and to all people. Modify and to respond to alter the circumstances and and another meaning is capable of bending easily without breaking it. Foundation for this project is from Tulis Power. Why Tulis Power? Because my precedent study. First, the pop-up pot. I took the mechanism of the structure and I designed it to my pot. And the last one is the children dance toy, which is I took the mechanism to. Second board is the construction and material. This is my the perspective drawing, which is I just blow out the material. First material that I use in this pot is the stainless steel as the pot structure. The second one is the polyester cloth because the polyester cloth is the waterproof cloth and long-lasting fabric. And next is the velcro. I used to open and close the door and the window. And the last one is mosquito net to make air ventilations in my. So we go next to the third part, which is this is my the plan, which is the right plan, side plan, right elevations, and the section. And the next one is the for my last part, which is I draw this transportable strategy. This is the explanation to how to flex and fold this part. Beside that, I draw the plan and the roof plan for this part. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Thank you.
So maybe I will comment for the overall video. So overall, I think the presentation is quite good because you start with salutation and appreciation to the lecturers and friends, and her eye contact and body language is, I think, also good and very clear. But maybe she need to smile more. Maybe you guys can give comment.
Sorry, may I interrupt for this comment? Actually, I'm partial agree with Iman because he said the eye contact is good. But if we look at the video before, I see eye contact of Brea is always look at the upside. Mm, for example, like when he present, he always look up like this. So macam tu. And then uh, for the second comment, I will add actually we know for this presentation we will we will do the maximum
Duration.
the duration need to 20 minutes, but
The same.
she does not follow the requirement. The presentation is too
Too
short.
short. Yeah.
So
Because if the video is too short, I think there is not very many information that she gives to us. So any comments from others?
Yeah, I have some. Uh, I agree with Amsha just now when he talked about the eye contact, because I noticed that she always looking at the, I think maybe in front of her have her script, so she always looking to that script, so that's why the eye contact doesn't look at the camera. And also I noticed there are some terms that have been used wrong in the presentation, for example like site plan, because in as I know, in the presentation doesn't have about the site plan. And also uh, at the end of the video, at the transportable strategy, he said about how to flex the pod, but in the board actually doesn't have about how to flex the board. It just have how to flip or how to fold the board, how to fold the pot. So I think she should she should choose a right term and must daily towards must daily with her board. So I think that's all for this, for the reaction of this video and for some comments for the video just now. Any other people? Any other comments?
I think that's all for this presentation presenter. We can continue to the next. Amsyar.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Next person is Amsyar. So
Actually,
let's
I'm very
watch.
excited to see Amsyar's presentation.
Me too, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy is here, guys.
This guy is very
The
interesting.
guy is here.
I want to comment. He very good.
Yeah.
Not yet start.
No. Wait.
We watch first.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello and good morning to all my beloved lecturers, my friend, and those who are watching this video now. Thank you so much to be present today. I really appreciate. So, let me introduce myself first. My name is Amsyar bin Azrul and my metric number is 1211263. And I am first year student on architecture course at the University Sains Islam Malaysia, USIM. Today, I'm going to present my previous project in this semester, which is my first project between the plane, whereas we call a sculpture. Alright, for this presentation, I'm actually have divided by the various section, which is the flow in my presentation. It because to make all of you more clear and not be lost. Okay, for the first section is the introduction of this project, whereas it has two parts: the objective of this section, the objective of this project, and the requirement. For the second section, we have my first board, and I will tell to you guys a few information about the architect background, the principle, the concept, Nakli, and the last, my design process. So for my third section is my second board, which is all about my drawing, include the plan drawing and front elevation drawing. Lastly, the fourth section is my third board, which is my last section in this presentation.
Sorry.
Why?
Can you
Sorry.
pause the video? Okay. The first thing that I want to comment on his presentation that is firstly uh, the uniform that he wear is not nicely to we look because he does not wear the tie. So I think he should be more wear nicely uniform to present to the client. And the secondly, I noticed that he always swaying like this, swaying. So I think uh, he need to be more formal. So
His body
he
language.
he must stand up straightly like that, like this. Okay, you can see it. If you can see it, say yes.
Mm, yes.
Uh, so that's all from me. Thank you.
Uh,
Wait.
oh,
Can I talk first?
you first.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Firstly, I would like to comment about the projection voice. Okay, the moment he start to talk, it is very impactful. It is very strong. I love his projection voice. And one thing I want to comment about him, actually he is quite handsome, but but okay, he is handsome, but unfortunately he have to smile a bit more in order to make the
100%
presentation.
agree.
Yeah, in order
Yes.
to make the presentation become more wonderful. Okay, that's all from now. For now.
I agree with Raja because his voice is very clear and we can understand so far. So we can continue the video.
I'm just to make double confirm and to make sure all of you do not confuse between the plane, which is my project title, not to be an airplane, but the plane has a surface and defined in three-dimensional volume of mass and space. Okay, that's clear. All right, let's move to first section, the introduction of this project. Okay, before I begin, may I ask you something? Do you know about sculpture or the meaning of sculpture? So, the meaning of sculpture in architecture is the use of sculptural technique by an architect and sculptural in the design of building, bridge, mausoleum, or the other such project. Okay, further though, let's go the objective of this project first. So the main objective here, actually we need to identify the meaning of sense of scale, proportion, and connection of a form between one plane to other plane. We are also given the list of the famous architect for better understand their architecture principle, element, and need to translate into the sculpture. Next, we are also need to identify any edges and intersection of a solid or transparency planes. We also need to propose the object to highlight the connection of the sculpture between the plane. For your information, this project we have to do in a group and need to choose one of the famous architect to do some research. So here is the list of the famous architect that we can choose from, such as Antoni Gaudi, Kengo Kumar, Marina Tabassum, Tanda Ando, and many others. After that, we are need to design the hanging sculpture to connect between two planes by exploring
You
the
pause
architecture principle
the
from
video. Aiman,
Uh, I want to interrupt. Okay, but this is the positive thing that I see when I watch his presentation. Uh, the positive thing that I want to tell is that the information that he put on the video is very nice and to understand to the people that watch his video. So I think it's very important to other student to or other people to understand what he talking about. Okay, that's all.
mm, that is very good because everything he say, he has the image and the what we call the communication, the visual communication, and we can understand clearly what he want to tell. So we continue to the video.
Uh, Sorry for interrupt. I have some to add. For me, I agree with Aiman and Iman Iskandar just now, but I think the visual that has been added into the video should be more clear so that people who watch the video will see it more clear. And the positive things that I really love to see in this video is and how he attract the audience attention by with his body language and his intonation. So I really love his intonation throughout the video till now. So I think let's continue and yeah, let's continue.
Space, repetition, contrast, rhythm, stability of the sculpture for us to understand the connectivity from the plane to the final project. Next, for the second part in this section is the requirement. Sorry. Okay, first we are only can put all drawing only in two A1 board and need to use scale 1 to 5. Second, we are allowed to put the background of the selected famous architect in one A1 board only. So total of our board presentation is 3. Third, we are free to choose any light material for recycled material. Uh, sorry. We are free to choose any light material for recycled material, string, colored, and paper for the model making to display the sculpture in scale 1 to 1. Lastly, the sculpture shown within the two planes of the distance maximum 1500 millimeter and the volume is 1.5 meter multiple 1.2 meter multiple 1.5 meter. So that's all for section 1. Next, we move to section 2. Alright, what just I said before in the first section, we need to choose one of the famous architect that need to do some research about he or she. So we as a group was decided to choose Leila Aragian as our reference architect to build our sculpture. Who is Leila Aragian actually? Okay, Leila Aragian is an Iranian architect and she was born in 1983. Leila has her master degree of British Columbia where she won the UBC Architecture Alumni Henry L. De Prize, and she previously studied architecture in Iran at Shahid Beheshti University. Okay, in 2005, Leila Aragian is co-founder of Tensai Architecture, a company specializing in the design, manufacture, and installation of membrane structure. She also was a chief architect and a designer of the Tabiat Bridge in Tehran. For your information, we also call her as a membrane architect. Actually, membrane architect is a spatial structure made out of tension membrane like pneumatic structure, tensile membrane structure, and cable dome. After that, what is the principle of the Laila Arabian that she used in her design? There are three principles. Okay, first, she used irregular shape to look more interesting and to make aesthetic. Second, serendipity, whereas she get the idea to design something or building suddenly. So it will make her design more creative. The last principle, she used tensile architecture in her design as the main element she used. Alright, next we go to Nakli study part. So for this project, the related verse in Al-Quran is Surah Al-Hujurat verse 10. Allah said, surely the believers are none but the brothers unto one another. So set thing the right between your brothers and have fear of Allah that you may show mercy. So the point is we are all the brothers and need to give respect to each other. If we take care of our relationship between us, we will get the blessing from our God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this nightly study actually almost connect with my concept for this project, which is respect. Okay, done. Alright, let's move to my concept. So my concept is respect. What just I said before in my nightly study. So respect between who? So the respect between the human and their soul. It's because the tabiat bridge actually is connected between the two parts. Plus, it was designed not just for walking, but also for the tourists to take a photo and watch the beautiful scenery. Automatically, the human can connect with the whole nature to build the soul. For your information again, this bridge was built for the standard size of human head. Human head. It is because the bridge was built just for the people walking only, not for the vehicle road. This show in this design uh, uh, express the respect to human and their soul. And the last part for this section is my design process. At the left part in this board, which is the way we start to design our sculpture. Okay, we only have 5 processes. Okay, the first process, we use a square for our base shape to make the first idea. Okay, the second process, we turn into irregular by applying subtractive form. And then, third process, we are forming a membrane structure. The next step, we are forming a form to make a loop in 3 dimensions. And the last process, we are adding some structure by using a repetition of the shape to make texture and look aesthetic view. So finish of the second section. So finish the second section, and then we go to the third section as well. As you can see, there are only 3 drawings in this board, which is the plan at the top, at the front elevation drawing at the bottom, and the bridge drawing at the middle part of the plan drawing and the front elevation drawing. Okay. So we go to at my plan drawing first. Okay. The length of the left side, we use 900 cm. Same for the right side. Okay, for the top part, the length that we use is 2000 centimeter. Whereas to fill the space drawing in this board, the front elevation drawing. If you guys can see, it has the middle part, which is the biggest part in the sculpture. So the length is 2000 centimeter. The left and the right side have a same length, which is 450 centimeter. So that's all about the sculpture drawing. Oh, I forgot that we have another drawing, tabiat bridge drawing at the middle part. Actually, this is the additional part for this board. I want to tell you a little bit information about the bridge. Okay, the first thing about this bridge, the bridge got award from AGA Khan Award from Architecture in 2014 and Popular Choice Award
The
and
video.
also
Just a second. Okay, I want to add some comment. So just now we see I actually found the reason why he swaying like that, because he also what disturbing with him curtain. He curtain also swaying. So the presenter also swaying like that lah. So maybe he will find the nice or better place to present, to make more better presentation. So that's all.
I agree because actually my attention quite distracted with the curtain and because he moved too much. So continue.
Yeah, I agree also because of the curtain really distracted. The curtain really distracted the presentation, and also I thought that my expectation is throughout the video. I think his intonation will become more like will become more excited. But throughout the video just now, when along the presentation, the intonation has become more straight and doesn't have any intonation up and down, and it will make the audience become more bored to watch the video. But he tried to get his confidence throughout the intonation. So I think he should improve on his intonation. Other comments from other people?
No.
So should we continue or how?
I think we can first
Fasten at the important part. Okay.
for the closing.
got Popular Choice Award in wow, amazing, right? Now let's move to the last section. So for this section, I will tell you guys the material I choose for make the sculpture and why I choose it. Okay, first form to make it more colorful and to tell the people a specific meaning of each color. The example is the red color mean passion, and to show that Laila has passion in architecture. Next, yellow color is mean energy, to show how hard Laila tried to be an European. Moreover, the orange color is mean reactivity, which is to express her design in different way. Last is the blue color. It means stability and to show a respect of human being by designing everything for all users, not private. So that's all for the color. So in total of the color on the glass paper, because we want the light can penetrate. Next, do you know why this sculpture has two labels? It's because to highlight the bridge of life and also to illustrate the way of life that we have up and down. Okay, show this 5 centimeters the human. For the extra material we use is we use double layer of concrete board and catgut strings. Very tough and catgut string to make sure it's very strong to hold our sculpture. Last but not least, to make sure it's very strong to hold our sculpture. Okay, that's all about my presentation board. Last but not least, I will show the real picture of my sculpture, which is it hanging at the wall. Yes, this is my picture. Done? Okay. So I think that's all from me. Thank you for your attention to listen my presentation today.
So let's conclude for this presentation. Any comments?
So let me start first. Okay. So overall, for the positive comment, I really love his body language, and also his presentation have so many information, and I really love how he present with confidence, and also he managed to attract the attention of the audience, and also the management of presenting a board. He has divided into 4 parts, so which is good in a presentation, which is makes the audience aware of what he presents. So I think that's all for me. Others?
Okay, for me, the thing that I just realized is the good thing is that he actually positioned the camera when he record in a good position, because I can see her face, her hair, and actually the most important thing, I want to see half of his body in order to make sure that I can capture the body language. And I think that's all. Uh, okay.
Any other comments?
Aku lihat.
Maybe one more thing. I think yeah, actually I a bit agree with the others about the curtain, that actually a bit distracting. Maybe a plain wall or any other place, it's more help in order to make the presentation becomes better. I think that's all from me.
So for the conclusion, I think both of them have the positive and negative, and they can improve their presentation, and we also can get some lessons for us to be better in our next project for our presentation. So thank you for coming to react this video. So for the watcher, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel, and thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat Hari Raya.
Bye bye.